All right, good morning, everyone. Let me double check to see if the stream is working. All right, it should be. All right, let's start with NASDAQ. Well, first of all, there was A30 news, and it was unemployment rates came out very, very bullish. So I think that explains this big pump that happened at 8:30. Uh, where is it? Yeah, on US 30, that candle went crazy, and it's right at all time highs. So I'm not even gonna bother looking at US 30 today. Even if it goes back down, it's not like I have zones to mark up. But yeah, I mean, it looks like this area here was resistance. We broke past it, retested this area, and it turned into support. So I wouldn't be surprised if all time highs breaks today. But we'll see. Like I said though, I mean, I already double checked to see if I do have any zones. But the zones that I do have marked down on US 30, okay, I guess this could be a good zone. This 3 hour demand zone. The only thing wrong with this zone is that it's just far away from price. So by the time the market opens up and it gets down here, if it doesn't get down here, within the first 30 minutes, probably won't trade it. Oh, this is also a good 2 hour zone as well. And look at that. The 2 hour zone just aligns with the 3 hour, literally to the tick almost. So I won't mark it. I'll just leave the 3 hour there. I did want to find some sort of zone around this area, around all time highs, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. Yeah, and then the ones that there is, this 90-minute zone, we already broke past that 50% line. So it's not like I could really use the zone. Dang. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to mark it. It's already getting chopped on. It's crazy too because I was looking at the zone here, this 45-minute, right before 8:30, and then I came back to the chart I saw and I was like, damn. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, full ported 8:30. At least on some evals. I think today's 8:30 candle was a perfect full port candle for evals or something. I think it was good because it didn't have a huge wick at the bottom. It was just straight candle up, even on US 30. Perfect. Yeah, there's not even a 5 minute supply zone up here. So I'm really only looking to trade US 30 only if it comes down to 368, which I'll place an alarm just in case I miss it. But if it doesn't get down there, I'll most likely be looking at NASDAQ, which let's erase everything. Okay, start from the daily candle just to get an idea of what's going on. We have this daily supply zone that we tapped into last week and we rejected. We rejected it. We went to the bottom of this range here, and then we've been bouncing off of the bottom of the range. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll go back up to the top of the range. I could see that happening. But we'll see. We'll see. Down to the 4 hour time frame. There's not really any zones. Of course, there's this 4 hour supply zone, but it's crazy far away. So it's not that helpful. Congrats on the payout. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. If you guys don't know, Wednesday tends to be, I don't know. According to past data, last year, Wednesday was my least profitable day out of the year. So every Wednesday, I let everyone know. Okay, I might not do it today, but I might. We'll see. Um, Yesterday the price action was really really weird. Even on Monday, it was a bit weird. It wasn't like perfect price action. I'm hoping that since the 8:30 news came out that there's better price action. And by better price action, honestly, I just mean a better opening. That's really what I want to see. Okay, this is also a good 3 hour demand zone here. How far away is it though? Oof, yeah, that's really far away. I think today's also gonna be a good day or a good opening because the area that it's at is like this area of kind of resistance here. Just because it's an area of resistance does not mean I'm bearish. It just means we're at a good area of interest where the market could reject or it could break past. If we get past this area here, I think it'd be very, very bullish because there's not much stopping us on our way up. But I do need to find a zone that is above price because this is not a zone. Okay, down to the 2 hour time frame. And okay, and I don't see much. And the dogs are about to bark. Let me mute myself. Alright, they're still barking. So if you hear some crying, don't worry, the kids are fine. They're just going crazy. This 1 hour supplies on here, I wish we tapped into it yesterday and like that would have made me feel way more confident in the zone. But we just tapped into it today, literally 2 minutes ago. So I think hopefully I'm hoping the market opens below at least below 469. That way, if the market opens up and it gets above it, then I could actually take the longs. Because if the market opens up above 472, the only way I really would take a long is if I see like a really clean retest, which is kind of hard to find right at open. Let's see what else. Okay, I know there's 90-minute zones. We have this huge 90-minute demand zone down here. We haven't tapped into it, but I think if the shorts come through, I think it could be a good target. I think this 3 hour supply zone could be a good target as well. The only way I would take shorts is tough. Damn. The only way I would take shorts is if I see something like this. If I see the market tapping into the area and then we start to reject it, then I would take shorts. Uh but we're going down right now. So it like again, it depends on how the market opens up. I'm honestly I'm hoping that the market opens up down here. That way, I have a better chance of taking a trade. This is good though. I hope it continues to go lower, kind of far away from the zone. Again, that way once the market opens up, I can actually take a trade off of the zone. Okay, this is also good. 90-minute zone. Okay, another good zone is gonna be this 90-minute demand zone here that did get ran through. But the reason I'm gonna mark it out is because if the longs do come in, I think that could be a good area to target. Only if the buying is strong though. I know it's a huge move, but I think we could easily get up there if the buying is strong. Yeah. Also, guys, I did get an email from TopSap just saying that they did send the money and that it was gonna take 3 to 10 business days. But honestly, I think it'll get here within 3 business days. Cause that's how it was last time I got a payout from them. It's pretty quick. Okay, this is also a 90-minute zone here. The only reason I'm marking out the zone is because the only reaction we have off of it is pretty clean. We made the zone, we tapped into it, and then we rejected it. So maybe that could happen again. I think if I would take a buy, it would have to be above 485 or at least above 471. If I take a buy though, this is what I want to see, something like that. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna get coffee. Okay, I'm back. My bad. Any suggestions on how to learn to use Tradovate? Search it up on YouTube. There's a bunch of tutorials. It's really simple though. It's just like TopStep X. Um, the only difference is that like when you're actually in a trade, it's hard to actually see how much you're risking. That's the only thing with Tradovate is like you have to really be aware of where your stop loss is gonna be before you get into the trade because you can't see how much you're actually risking. You can only see where the order is. That's why when I trade, you'll see me using this tool here. And really, what I'm doing is just kind of getting an idea of if I get into this trade, where's my stop loss gonna be? This is my usual stop loss size. But yeah, main reason why I do that is because I'm trading with Tradovate. You kind of have to do some math. Okay, there's not much on the 90-minute time frame, so I went down to the 45-minute. On the 45-minute time frame, there's a small demand zone here. I mean, really, it's a big zone. Yeah, that's huge. This also looks like a 45-minute supply zone here that the market also tapped into and rejected right here. I'm not going to mark it out though, then I'd have way too many stacked zones. So I'm just going to leave it this way. Okay, damn, I'm not seeing much. I think the zones that I do have marked down though are good zones. Another zone I was looking at on Nasdaq earlier was this 30-minute supply zone here, which already got ran through. But if it didn't get ran through, and I let's just say I did take this trade, it would have been literally a trade that's just zone to zone. Boom. That's simple. That's how every trade I take is. It's just we break past this zone, I gain the trade, and then I target the next zone. So that's what I'm gonna try to do today. We'll see though. Yeah, I'm really drinking coffee before water. I'm about to be what's it called? I'm about to be having jitters again. Yo, that one time I was really caffeinated during the stream and I couldn't stop clicking the button. That was funny. Okay, I'm on the 15-minute time frame and like I don't see much. So just bought my first 50k eval with Apex. Be careful because of the trailing drawdown. If you don't understand trailing drawdown, don't start the eval. If you do understand trailing drawdown, stay aware of it because it could mess you up if you like don't trade with it the right way. Trust me, I've learned the hard way with trailing drawdown. That's why I hated it. I still do. Once you get used to Tradeovate, you unlock a whole lot of prop firms. Yeah, that's true. For sure. Like every prop firm has Tradeovate. At least if it's a good one. Except Top Step. Bro, did you guys see that Top Step thing? With like the trailing drawdown? I guess if you're a live trader with them, you get trailing drawdown. It's like they don't want people to go live with them at this point. And then with them like limiting contracts with gold, I don't know. They've been acting weird and I've been saying it. I've been saying it for a couple months at this point. They've just been doing weird shit at this point. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, I still think they got payout rules, but it's some things that they do that it's just weird. It's crazy too because they've been doing weird shit. It's just now like they're doing it more, and people are starting to catch on. Okay, this is good. Good 5-minute supply zone. Oh my god, I keep forgetting. I guess if you have a template on a tool that you use, if you press this thing here, your templates pop out. So I gotta get used to doing that. Because I use the templates a lot. $5-minute, okay. Alright, well. I like how NASDAQ looks. I like it. We'll see how it opens up. The trades I'm thinking. Whoa. What is this? Oh, 30-minute. Okay, that's. I'm gonna leave this 30-minute zone. But I'm not gonna take a trade off of this 30-minute zone. I will have it marked down though. Okay, the trades I'm thinking on NASDAQ are honestly up here at this 1 hour and 90-minute supply zone. If the market comes up to this area and rejects it again, then I would short it. If I do take a short, I already know I would just target a 1 to 2. So that's that. If I take longs though, same thing. If price gets above 485, which right now is about 70 points away. So I think we could easily get up here and continue to go higher. If that does happen, I need to see that, right? Break and retest, something like that. Once I do go long, whoa, I just lagged. Once I do go long, I do think it could come up to 590, but honestly, I'm just gonna target 240 ticks or 60 points. But we'll see, because I did take a loss yesterday, and I kind of want to make sure that if I have a winning day, that it covers that losing day. So we'll see what happens, and it also depends on the trade itself. If it's moving quick, it'll be easier to hold. So we'll see. Another thing to kind of note on Nasdaq is just it kind of looks a bit choppy on VWAP. So, but we're far away from it, which is good. If the market does come down to this area down here, damn, my coffee breath is insane. Like I could taste my coffee breath. Not gonna lie. If the market comes down here, I'm not sure if I would take a trade off of this area here, but I will if VWAP isn't close to it. So it just depends where VWAP goes. But I'm pretty sure once the market opens up, VWAP will get closer to it. So we'll see. But that's every zone. Really quick, I'm just going to do support and resistance. Will you continue your live daily? Yeah. Yeah, I will. I've gotten a lot of growth from going live. It's actually crazy. I also just like it better because it's just like I feel like I trade better just because I'm more focused on like the quality of the trade, and I'm also not like forced to take a trade because it's a free stream. So I don't feel like I owe anyone anything, you know? So like if I don't want to take a trade, I don't have to. And I feel like that was harder when I had a paid Discord because it's like, damn. I felt like I was letting people down when I didn't take a trade, you know? But in reality, it's just like, if I don't see a trade, then I'm not going to take anything. But it feels easier to do it on free stream, you know? Okay, and then just in case, I will chart up here. I know it's kind of a bit far away from price, but just in case the market decides to go up higher, I do want to make sure I'm prepared. Okay. All right, we got 6 more minutes. It says we have high impact 10:30 news, but I think by that time I won't be looking at the charts. Oh my gosh, Trump tracker is really high. What does this say? Uh oh, oh hold on. Oh no, it's closed press. Okay. I was gonna say like Trump is gonna be live, but he's not. It says Trump meeting on Iran and Gaza generates significant geopolitical volatility, high profile diplomatic discussion on regional conflicts combined with closed press coverage, limiting transparency. So watch out for a tweet. That's what that's really saying. Watch out for a tweet. All right, well, we don't have to worry about Trump going live. What is Trump tracker? It's just this thing. If the Trump tracker is high, then it just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like if he has a meeting and let's just say the news is like streaming him, it'll say it, and it'll say like, Trump tracker's high because he's like gonna be active. It might shake up the markets. But if the Trump tracker's low, then he most likely doesn't have like any important meetings. He's not gonna be on the news or anything. But today is actually pretty high. I guess he's meeting with, I don't know, Iran and Gaza. I no clue, guys, no clue. If you want to read it, it's there. I just gotta learn not to read out loud on stream because I can't read that good. The website is marketedge.ai. This website also, like, if you go to, for example, this morning, unemployment rate came out. You could click on it and see if that's gonna be bullish or bearish, for the market. For example, today, the employment rate came out good, and it says it's bearish. Or sorry, it says bullish, and then it just explains it a bit more here. Another cool thing is just like on the dashboard, you can look at different stocks. For example, we're looking at Nasdaq, and then wait, where'd it go? Right here. If you zoom in, it just says like potential things that made the market move, which is not that helpful, but maybe it is for someone. But yeah, pretty cool. Do I use this for like Confluence or anything? No. I really just read it to see what news there is, and then the Trump tracker to see if he's gonna be live, having an important meeting or something. But yeah, I mean, yeah. For example, like it says the day trading bias on NQ is slightly bearish. Like I don't pay attention to that. Okay, I just pay attention to the zones that I mark down. Some people though, they do use it. The website's called marketedge.ai. Maybe I could send it in the chat. Do you trade like normal after NFP? I try to. I have noticed though during NFP week, like the zones don't really work that well. So I do have to be careful for like fake outs. So it is a bit harder to trade with NFP week, but I don't change the trading. Where I do change my trading is FOMC week. If it's FOMC week, like I won't trade that Monday and Tuesday. In January last month I did, cause like I don't know what happened to me. I kind of like forgot that I did that. And then I learned very quickly why I do it. Cause if it's FOMC week, the Monday and Tuesday most likely are gonna be just dumb price action. Very slow, very sideways. But here's the market open. We got 5 seconds. So we'll see what happens. Oh gosh. Okay, boom. It looks like it's retesting this 30-minute zone here that we broke past. I don't plan on taking a trade off of this area though. I do want to see the market come up. And I guess on US 30, I am looking at it, but not too much. The only way I would trade US 30 is if it goes down to 370, which is far away from price right now. Okay, here we are. Okay, this is good. We're at the 1 hour and 90-minute supply zone. It also bounced off of the 30-minute zone. So we'll see. It also could reject this area. I think if it does reject this area, it'll be hard for me to take the short, depending on how the candles close. Let's see. We'll see. If this candle closes out red and it continues to go down, like usually I would short it, but I don't feel comfortable shorting it right now just because the stop loss just wouldn't make sense. Oh yeah. It also didn't close below the white line. But usually I would go short if this wick here breaks, this 1 minute wick. I just I don't like where the stop loss would be. Yeah, so far it looks like we were rejected. This 1 hour and 90-minute zone. If it goes down, most likely gonna miss out on the move because I don't plan on taking a trade off of this 30-minute zone. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see. If it comes back up to 432, like, I definitely don't like the shorts. If it comes up above that, that would have been where my entry was. If I took this short, I would have been break even already. Damn. Not gonna lie, that trade would have hit TP if I took it. I'm definitely being more picky than I usually am because I don't have too much drawdown left. So, and like I said, I don't plan on taking a trade around this area. If the shorts continue, then I want to see it get past below VWAP. That way it touches 270. Oh, looks like we might bounce off of here. Okay. I don't know. That was a nasty spike. I mean, it's definitely really volatile, so if I do get in a trade, like it has to be good. US 30s looks like it's chopping. It's moving sideways so far. Okay, this is good. I'm hoping now that we actually close below this 30-minute zone that it continues down to 270. But in order for that to happen, it needs to break past VWAP, which I'm not sure. I also don't want to see it chop up in this area here. I want to see it go straight in a certain direction. So far, the opening range is 121 points, which I would say is pretty good. I think there's good volume. Damn. I definitely missed the shorts off of that. I just didn't like where the stop loss would be, but it played out well. If the downtrend is strong, then it should get below VWAP. Got 5 more minutes for the 15-minute candle to close. Yeah, not gonna lie, definitely missed an A plus setup there. And it oh, I think I definitely was scared to take it. It just didn't look good at the time. I don't know, but so far the price action here, I don't like it. So I am hoping we get far away from it, whether it's up or down. We got 4 more minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. So we'll see how it closes. So far, it looks strong. I think if the 15-minute candle closes above 384, that we're going to go back up and break these highs. But we'll see how it closes out. Yeah, but I think if I took that short, I first I would have gotten out pretty fast because the TP would have hit quick. But if I was in short, like I would have thought it would have hit VWAP. So I'm trying to see if that does happen. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely missed that short. It's a trade that I usually would take a risk on. Maybe I think maybe I'm just also scared to like not take the perfect trade because I don't have too much drawdown. We can still catch a really good trade. It really just depends on the market. I mean, I think if it stays like this within the next 15 minutes, like I probably won't place a trade, unfortunately, because I just feel like I already missed a really good setup. Damn. I said it too. I was like, like usually I would go short here, but I just don't like where my stop loss is. It's like if I did take this short, the stop loss. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have been at the highs, but it would have been here, and it would have played out well. Next time I say, usually I take this trade, I'm just gonna take it because I don't know. I think that was an emotional decision not to take that trade. Which like isn't an issue because it's gonna happen. You're gonna miss trades. You're gonna lose trades, and you're gonna win them. Someone said, I heard Apex doesn't pay unless you're a streamer or influencer because they don't have video evidence of your trades. I want to know if other non influencers use Apex because I'm considering them. If you go on Twitter, I promise you, you're going to see just insane profits from traders that you've never heard of because they don't stream, they don't post. All they do is I guess they just post on Twitter. But like it's not like they're like an affiliate or something. Like I see what you mean, cause like I did stream every single trade and I did post about it, but like currently I have zero affiliation with them. Like actually, you could go back to my videos and you'll see me saying like I don't like Apex because I didn't like their trailing drawdown. And I've said it multiple times, the only reason I decided to trade with Apex was because of their 20 accounts. But I see what you mean. I thought the same thing. I mean, especially with like with Patrick Whelan, like when he got a huge, I think it was like 300,000 or like 600K. I was like, you know what? Maybe he just got approved because like, he's a big streamer and a big affiliate. I used to think that. Maybe that's true in some cases, but with my case, like I promise you it's not. I don't have a code with them just yet. Alright, well, so this 15-minute candle, honestly to me, like it closed out pretty bullish. Because it just closed out above 383. Then it also closed out rejecting these highs. I don't know. I'm getting mixed views here. I want to see us go somewhere though. Right now we're seeing this Christmas pattern, red, green, red, green. I'm also gonna erase the zone here. I think we're basically floating in the middle of nowhere. Like a short does look good, but then I have to worry about VWAP. So it's like not really worth it. Let's see. I'm waiting for 10 a.m. I think if 10 a.m. doesn't give me what I want to see, I'll probably call it a day. It's Wednesday, my least profitable day. And I did miss a trade. I did. I'm not sure if it's because, I was thinking about yesterday's loss. I probably was, for sure. I'm definitely being picky with the trade. Which is good and bad. It is. But the good thing is, like, if I don't trade tomorrow, then, or if I don't trade today, because it's choppy, I'll most likely trade tomorrow if the price action is better. This week has been tough, I would say. The price action hasn't been the cleanest. So you just gotta be patient with it. I'm glad though, because I know exactly what I'm looking for. And it's not this. But yeah, I'll explain the trade I was gonna take. It was, boom, we tapped into this supply zone up here, this 1 hour 90 minute. And then usually I take a short if I see it break like a 1 minute wick down, which I did. And then this would have been the trade right here, a 1-2. And it would have played out quick. But I was picky with it, so I missed it. And then like that would have been it right there. That would have been A plus setup. That I would have finished before the first 5 minutes of market open, which is normal. Like usually when I win, I promise you it's before 9:45. So it's like if I take a trade soon, it's not really gonna be in the time frame that I usually want to trade. US 30 is going down, um, which is good. It's about to tap this 3 hour demand zone. So we'll see what happens. If we do tap this area, then I might take a trade on US 30. On NASDAQ, though, I mean, if it continues to go down, I won't really be looking for a trade unless it taps 272, which is past VWAP. So, in order for me to take a trade on NASDAQ, like, it needs more direction, more volume, which we're not having just yet. Not gonna lie, part of me like really wants to call it a day because I did miss that trade. But I also want to be patient. I mean, US 30 broke out of this pre market range. Looks like it's about to retest it, so we'll see if it goes lower. If US 30 goes lower, I'm most likely going to trade it. I have 8 more minutes though. Let's see. For me and my strategy for NASDAQ, what I've noticed is like the later on in the day, the more likely I am to lose the trade. Because if it's like, I don't know, if it's like 10:30 and I get in a trade on a zone, for some reason it doesn't play out that good. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the volume, but I've noticed like it's not the same when I enter trades, after like an hour of market open. They always play out better at ASAP. They always play out better like as soon as the market opens up. And that was the trade right there. Yeah, right at what time was this? Yeah, right at 9:32. That's usually when I place a trade. Yeah, this 1 minute candle chart is nasty. Definitely gotta be patient today. I mean, it looks kind of better on US 30, but it's also pretty bad. Like, the wicks are nasty. And then with the opening range on NASDAQ, I'm not sure I would take. Well, I don't trade the opening range, but like if I was to trade the orb strategy, I'm not sure if I would take it to the downside because of VWAP. You know? I think you'll get faked out if it's not strong. If the volume isn't there. Yeah, these wicks are nasty though. Like on the 1 minute time frame, that we had this nasty move down. and then it just, uh, what's going on here? It's moving sideways. It's not surprising though. The whole week has been like that. Why do I like the orb strategy? Like I don't. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't like it because for the orb strategy, you have to wait for the first 15 minutes. And usually the most volume is within the first 15 minutes. And the orb strategy is a breakout strategy. In order to take a really good breakout, you need really good volume. So most breakouts happen within the first 15 minutes. So when I was training the orb strategy, um damn, someone just said logic over emotions. Like it was logic, but it wasn't. Anyways, with the orb strategy, like when I was trading it, I would miss out on a bunch of moves because they would happen within the first 15 minutes. And I would also get faked out a lot. So now I do mark out the opening range, but I don't trade it. It's just for me to get an idea of where the market is or like how much volume there is. I like to measure the opening range. Yeah, Nasdaq touched VWAP, so we'll see if it actually stays below it. Okay, this is good. All right, I might have a really good trade opportunity. But it has to continue down. It has to touch up on 272. US 30 also tapped this 3 hour zone. I'm also keeping an eye on US 30 since it tapped this 3 hour zone. I might take a buy on US 30 if it gets above 412. I like how NASDAQ looks. It's about to tap 270, which is what I wanted. And on US 30, I'm not looking for a short unless it gets below 320. If it gets above 412, I will buy it and put my stops at the bottom. Okay, I'm in a buy here. Okay, there we go. Stops at the lows. So 50-point stop. If I lose it, I'll call it a day. I don't want to get chopped up again like yesterday. All right, let's see if it's actually gonna bounce from here. Oh, that was a 10 a.m. candle. All right, let's see. All right, I took a loss on that. Like the longs could still come in, but damn, this price action is not my cup of tea. I'm debating if I should take another trade on Nasdaq. All right, this is gonna be a 5 minute candle close. We'll see how it closes. All right, well, I don't know. This 5 minute candle kind of closed out, rejecting this white line. So I'm trying to see if it wants to bounce off of here or keep going lower. Oh, NASDAQ tapped into the zone. If US 30 gets above 365, I would buy it again. The only way I would be thinking shorts is if it closes below 320 or below 303, then I'd be like, okay, the longs might not come in. Okay. All right, well, this a 1 minute candle close below 50%. If the lows break, usually I would short it. I don't like shorting it now. I feel like it's oversold. But I could see it coming down to 171. All right, I'm going to take out this buy order. And I'm going to look at NASDAQ. Now that it's tapped into a 45-minute demand zone. Damn, this candle closed out below 50%. All right, if Nasdaq gets above 256, I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, this is. I don't think it'll come up back there. It's too bearish. All right, here's this 50% line. Damn, it's breaking past it. I've missed the shorts today. That's fucking crazy. I could short it now, but the stop loss won't make sense. Unless it comes back up to at least this white line. Yeah, but usually I would short this. And like, I'm just missing it out completely. Alright, I'm looking more at US 30. It looks like it's bouncing off of this 90-minute zone. I would only buy it if it gets above the zone. So above 42. Whoa. Okay, US 30's back retesting this 50% line. Obviously, if it breaks the lows, like I won't be thinking a reversal is gonna happen. Nasdaq looks bearish, like crazy. All right, if US 30 breaks the lows, I'm gonna short it. All right, I'm gonna short on US 30, and I'm gonna have 50-point stop. I'm gonna try to target 0.18. But we'll see. I don't like the trade. I think we're very, like, obviously the shorts already came in, but I also just can't fight the trend. So I'm just trying to go with the trend here. That's really what we're doing. I've already fought the trend too many times at this point. All right, there we go. We hit a 1-to-1, so I'm just gonna break even here. Risk free trade. This. Okay. My stop is at 135, so we'll see if it gets hit. All right, we're somehow still in this trade. Now we definitely have to hold it to full TP. I wouldn't be surprised if I get hit break even. I mean Nasdaq already bouncing from a zone here, so US 30 might bounce as well. Obviously, I want to see it go lower to at least the next zone, which is at 19, 019. But we'll see. I mean, even if I win this trade, like, I'll still be upset with my performance. I made a couple mistakes today. Like, I'm not sure if it was because I lost yesterday and, like, those emotions stayed with me today, maybe. But I made a lot of mistakes. Like, and the first one was right at open. The first trade that I should have taken, like, that was it right there. That was a perfect trade. And also, like, I just missed a couple trades after that. For sure. Alright, but TP might hit here, so let's see. Damn, Nasdaq's still going lower. Like, I feel like on a regular day, like, I would have caught it. Because I would have gotten in that trade. But I don't know. I didn't feel right with it for some reason. Okay, let's see if it breaks the lows. Alright, we're about to hit TP soon. Hopefully. Oh Oh my god, that's nasty. I mean, technically, we already hit TP2. I think the most setups I've missed was on NASDAQ. I definitely missed a couple. Oh, the first one I missed was literally right at the top, though, which sucks, but it happens. Bruh, I swear. Fucking bullshit is what it is. Like, oh wow, that's crazy. Oh. All right, well, I have to just leave at this point. Like, I made too many mistakes today. Way too many. Way too many. I mean, damn. Technically, I could take a third trade, but like, it's just I already missed. I already missed today. It's not my day. I'm trying to remember. Like, okay, yeah, I remember. I should just whenever I miss out on a setup, the first 15 minutes, just don't mess with it because you're gonna miss even more. And I was like, you know what? Like, NASDAQ already sold off quite a bit. Let me short it on US 30. I missed so many moves today. It's actually crazy. It's, I mean, it's not embarrassing because, like, this shit does happen, but it's just like, what am I doing? I need to lock in. That's what I need to do. Like, I I don't know. Don't know. But what I do know is that I missed quite a bit of moves. And then look at this bullshit here. Fucking get stopped out break even. Literally the only fucking time. The one fucking time I let a trade breathe. This shit is crazy. But it's alright. It just takes one good winner to just wipe this shit away. And I hope that good winner is tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, hopefully it's Friday. damn, this week has not been my week. Monday was perfect. I think if I traded on Monday, like, I would have won. Yesterday was tough because I definitely got chopped up. But at least yesterday I was right with the trade, just got stopped. But today it's like I was fighting the direction, which I never do. I never do that. Oh, I should have known. Like, I fought the direction right at open. I was way too biased right at open. I should have known. It's crazy too because that trade was literally the top of the short. It's a shoulda, coulda, woulda day. And like the worst thing I could do is stay on the charts. I also just I gotta chill out because I got a 40K payout, so it's like you really just gotta go back to zero. You can't be too excited to trade, so then you're gonna be too emotional. I think my number one mistake was like not taking the first setup that I saw. Second mistake was fighting the trend. For some reason, I was expecting a bunch of reversals. Don't know why. Like, I had no reason to, you know? Third mistake, I saw trades in real time and didn't take a risk on them. I do talk to chat. It's just I don't like to read chat when I'm like actively trading because I think with trading it should be your analysis, your opinion, your emotions, your trades. So I don't like to interact with like other people because they're my trades. So I don't look at chat. Even if I'm wrong on the trade, I don't want to be like, oh, chat said this, so it's chat's fault. If I made a mistake, it's my mistake. That's how I want it to be. That's why I don't look at chat when I trade. I don't know. I'm going to call it a day and enjoy my day. I'm going to try my best to like just go back to zero tomorrow. So whatever I do today is not going to be related to trading. Maybe if I do a video, but I'm going to try my best to like completely take a break. Tomorrow I'll probably review the losses when I'm not so like affected by them. But I'll admit it, like I made too many mistakes today. For sure. I don't know. It definitely sucks, but yeah, at least I kept the risk small. Here we go with the boy or girl questions. Yo, do I not sound like a girl? It is actually crazy. How much drawdown do I have left? 1300 to 1600, which it sounds horrible. It does, but I'm also thinking like, that's 1300. Let's just say divided by 250 because that's what I risk per trade. So realistically, I only blow these accounts if I lose 5 more trades in a row. Keep in mind, I really only take 2 losses per day if it's a losing day. So if I do blow the accounts, it'll most likely be from a losing streak. Which is possible, but I'm gonna try my best to just like focus on just taking the A plus setup and like not not thinking anything about it. Today I thought way too much about it. I don't know. I thought I was overthinking it that first trade. I think also too maybe I was too biased because of the long that came in at 8:30. Maybe that also too affected my bias. It's just crazy cuz I'm usually not that biased. Yeah, I got cooked today. And like it's not even the market's fault. I think the market moved really good. Not all the time, but like it just took some time for it to make the move. Once it made the move, I mean, it continued it. So it's not like a day where I could blame the markets. Yesterday it was. Yesterday was BS. But today it was on me. It definitely was on me. But all right, I'm done here. Um, damn. And then here, the second trade got stopped out break even, literally just for it to hit TP. So that also sucks. But the way I'm trying to tell myself is like, God likes to test you, the market likes to test you. You just gotta pass the test. The way you pass the test is just by waiting for the next opportunity. Definitely sucks, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you guys caught the move down, W's in the chat for you. But unfortunately, I was looking at the move down with my mouth open. That like bad execution today for me. It happens. Am I down overall? I mean, this week, yeah, I'm down quite a bit. But like, I know with one good winner, like, I'll be fine. So I'm not too stressed out. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go outside for sure. You know your system will let that happen. Yeah, I have trust in the system too. So it's like I just have to step away. But let me make sure there's no. Okay, good. All right, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you caught your move, like just call it a day. I think the market's starting to slow down quite a bit. So if you missed out on the move like me, just wait for tomorrow. Don't overtrade because it's not worth it today.